learn about second law of thermodynamics in our thermal engineering subject. So let's start the class. Second law of thermodynamics is basically consists of two statements. One is Kelvin-Planck statement, another is Clausius statement. So today we'll learn about the two statements in details and we'll discuss on second law of thermodynamics. At first, we have to see what is Kelvin-Planck statement. As per Kelvin-Planck statement, it is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle and produce no other effect than the transfer of heat from a single body in order to produce work. This means it is impossible to construct an engine whose sole purpose is to convert heat from a high temperature source or reservoir into an equal amount of work. Kelvin-Planck statement অনুযায়ী একটা হিট ইঞ্জিন সব সময় দুটো থার্মাল রিজার্ভারের সঙ্গে কাজ করবে। একটা হিট রিজার্ভার থেকে হিট নিয়ে সেই ইকুয়াল অ্যামাউন্ট অফ হিট সে ওয়ার্ক ডান করতে পারে না সেই হিট ইঞ্জিনটা। যদি এরকম ইঞ্জিন হয় যেতে একটা রিজার্ভার থেকে হিট নিচ্ছে এবং সে ওয়ার্ক আউটপুট দিচ্ছে সিমিলার অ্যামাউন্টের, তাহলে কিন্তু সেই হিট ইঞ্জিনটা Kelvin-Planck statement অনুযায়ী impossible. So Kelvin-Planck statement is applicable to heat engine. Now we'll discuss in details about the heat engine. What is a heat engine? Heat engine is a cyclically operating device which absorbs energy as heat from a high temperature reservoir, converts part of the energy into work and rejects the rest of the energy as heat to the thermal reservoir at low temperature. The working fluid is a substance which absorbs energy as heat from source and rejects energy as heat to sink. Suppose this is a heat engine. It exchanges heat between the two reservoirs. One is high temperature reservoir also known as source, another is low temperature reservoir also known as sink. Here the temperature is T1, here the temperature is T2. The heat engine extracts heat Q, it rejects heat Q2 and the work done by the heat engine should be Q1 minus Q2. The heat engine transfers heat from a single heat reservoir and transfer the heat to equivalent amount of work. This engine is impossible as per Kelvin-Planck statement. The thermal efficiency of a heat engine can be written as thermal efficiency equals to W net by heat supplied. W net means Q1 minus Q2 and heat supplied is Q1. Now what is perpetual motion machine of second kind? In case of first law, we have already studied that perpetual motion machine of first kind, but a machine which violates the second law of thermodynamics, that is Kelvin-Planck statement, this machine is known as perpetual motion machine of second kind. This type of engine which exchanges heat only with one reservoir but giving 100% efficiency is called perpetual motion machine of second kind. It takes heat only from the source, so the efficiency in that case will be 100%, which obviously violates the Kelvin-Planck statement. So as per PMM2 or perpetual motion machine of second kind, the machine transfer heat from one heat source and it transfer the same amount of heat to work done, which is impossible as per Kelvin-Planck statement. So this machine is an impractical machine and it violates the second law of thermodynamics. যেহেতু এই perpetual motion মেশিনটা second law of thermodynamics, that is Kelvin-Planck statement কে ভায়োলেট করে, সেজন্য এই মেশিনকে আমরা বলতে পারি কি পারপেচুয়াল মোশন মেশিন অফ সেকেন্ড কাইন্ড। Now we'll discuss another statement of second law of thermodynamics, that is Clausius statement. As per Clausius statement, it is impossible to construct a device which operating in a cycle transfers heat from a cooler body to a hotter body without any work input. This statement is applicable to heat pump and refrigerator. So Clausius statement. Suppose this is a heat pump and it transfers it from cold reservoir to hot reservoir, but without any work input, it is impossible to transfer it from low temperature to high temperature, also known as cold reservoir to hot reservoir. তাহলে ক্লসিয়াস স্টেটমেন্ট অনুযায়ী এই একটা হিট পাম্প বা রেফ্রিজারেটর কখনোই লো টেম্পারেচার থেকে হাই টেম্পারেচারে হিট ট্রান্সফার করতে পারবে না যদি তাকে কোনো এক্সটার্নাল ওয়ার্ক ইনপুট না দেওয়া হয়। Now we have to see about heat pump and refrigerator. So here is a refrigerator and here is a heat pump. So in case of refrigerator, there is low temperature reservoir at temperature TL. This is high temperature reservoir at temperature TH. This is ambient temperature. So it takes QL amount of heat from low temperature reservoir and transfer it to QH amount to high temperature reservoir. And this exchange of heat is possible only in case it has a work input of W. The similar is applicable for heat pump. In case of heat pump, the low temperature is ambient atmosphere and this is high temperature. By taking a work input W, it can exchange heat only. In case of heat engine, we have seen the thermal efficiency, but in case of refrigerator or heat pump, we can write coefficient of performance or COP. COP for refrigerator is QL by W, that is QL by QH minus QL, and COP of heat pump is QH by W, that is QH by QH minus QL, where QL is heat absorbed from low thermal reservoir and QH is heat rejected to high thermal reservoir when work is done on it. So basically we have studied the second law of thermodynamics. One is Kelvin-Planck statement, another is Clausius statement. Kelvin-Planck statement is applicable to heat engine and Clausius statement is applicable to refrigerator and heat pump. That's all for today's class. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me anything. If you like the video, please share with your friends. For more updates, subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.